Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I last streamed, and it's for a variety of reasons, both good ones and bad ones. So I just want to get into the bad ones just to get them out of the way so we can move on to the good stuff in the future of the Twitch channel and this new YouTube channel as well. So one of the major reasons that I have stopped streaming is due to Dead by Daylight becoming more unfun as time has gone on both sides, both Killer and Survivor, but mostly for me, Killer side, because that's what I enjoy playing on stream. I just have very, very little fun playing it off stream, and I don't want to bring that negative energy to you guys and to, new viewers. I want people who join the channel to see that we're all about having fun and enjoying our time, even when the games are stressful, even when we get a little bit tilted, we still don't bring a lot of negative energy towards it. I want to branch out in the future to multiplayer games like Rainbow Six Siege, Titanfall. I've been playing a bit of, maybe even stuff like Apex Legends, Marvel Rivals, stuff like that that I find fun. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it because I thought if I do this, I'll just not do a good job of it, and I'll just ruin any momentum I get, and it will all go wrong, and everything will be horrible, and it's hard to fail, when when you don't try. So I just didn't try in that case. Another major reason was work. Got really busy for a variety of reasons that I obviously can't get into because I don't want to dox myself here or my work or anything like that. But the workload got really big and mentally it got really stressful. But it will improve. It's going to get tougher soon for a little bit. I'm fine. It's nothing about my job being on the line or anything like that. Nothing like that. But it's just going to get a bit rough. But in the new year, it will improve. It always does. It's kind of like the nature of the thing. Probably the biggest reason, alongside Dead by Daylight being unfun, is mental health. So, despite all the good things that have happened this year, which I'll get into soon, it was hard to motivate myself to go onto Twitch. I just it's hard to sit there and talk sometimes to myself, and that's the nature of the beast. That's no one's fault, and that's just tough. That's how that is what it is. Um, but it was hard to motivate myself because I would just sit down to go do it, and I would just the only thought through my head is that I'm just not going to be entertaining enough, and people aren't going to really care because they're just not going to want to listen to me yap. And maybe that is true. Maybe it is. Maybe that will be the case even when I start streaming again. But streaming has been something I've really wanted to do. It's a dream job of mine. I get to enjoy video games with a community of people just having fun, getting tilted together, having a bit of banter. That kind of thing is really fun. But it was really stressful, especially when trying to balance my normal life with friends and with streaming. I didn't want to make friends feel like I was ignoring them for streaming, and I didn't want to just disappear on my Twitch guys just to hang out with my friends, even when I wanted to stream. So I think I'm just gonna have to get better at that and just being like, well, some days I'm just going to stream and that's it. I don't need it, not even for long, but just for a bit. Now that we got that stuff away, we can move on to the much better news. And the biggest of the good news and the most important and the bestest of them all is that I got married. So me and my now wife eloped to Japan and we did a ceremony, but we did not sign any paperwork. So we are not married legally. We are simply like, we have rings and everything. We did the ceremony, but we didn't do the paperwork to exit according to the person that we did the wedding with. It would be very complicated. So we still need to do the paperwork stuff, but we are, for all intents and purposes, we are married. And it's been exciting. We were away for 2 weeks in August, so most of August was just me getting the house ready. Well, me and my wife getting the house ready, and making sure our cats that we have are taken care of by my friend, who was very, very lovely and took care of our cats. He took care of our home, and I couldn't thank him enough. And then when we came back after 2 weeks in Japan, I had work again, and I just had to really dig into work because I was away for 2 weeks. So it was a lot of time that I just did not have to spend streaming. The other thing was I'm getting back into the gym. So obviously, when when I was going to Japan in August, I just took a break off the gym to save money and stuff. So I didn't really go. And then when I came back, I was broke because I just spent 2 weeks in Japan. And if you go to Japan, you're gonna spend a lot of money. That's just a matter of life, especially if you like the stuff that I like anime and all that stuff. I got some really cool stuff, which I can show you guys in the future. But now I'm back and I'm back into the gym, and I want to keep going. So I want to get back into the routine of the gym, which I'm getting back into. I want to get back to it because I want to make sure I'm taking care of myself, for myself, and for my future family, for my wife. I want to make sure that I'm not lowering my life expectancy. So I want to make sure I'm safe, and healthy, and mentally, because the gym does help mentally be in a good place for you guys and everyone in my life. And the last one is just general work around the house. Nothing crazy like building anything, like actual building, but like putting together furniture and stuff like that. We got a new washing machine because it broke, so I was broke again because I had to get a new washing machine. But it's stuff like that. My loving wife put that in, not me. She's far better than I am and that stuff. But it's just a lot of different things. We have birthdays and everything coming up for friends and family that we had to go. Well, not had to go to, but we went to, and it was very fun. But obviously, it's been a very, very busy couple of months. And those are the biggest reasons on why I haven't been streaming. The big ones are the mental health stuff, and the fact that the reason I didn't stream recently, like August, September, was because I got married and of work and stuff like that. But mental health took a really big toll on me. But I think I'm going to be in a better place in the new year. And that's when we move on to stuff about the future. The future holds exciting secrets. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen. Life, that's what life is. You just don't know. Tomorrow you're fine. Today you're fine. Tomorrow you're dead. It's just how life is sometimes. Okay, it's not that bad, but still. But what I do know is I want to start streaming in January. Sorry. What I do know is that I will be streaming 100% in January is what I meant to say, because that's when I want 2026 to be the year where I fully go for this. So I want to be streaming at least 2 times a week, and I'll try to make those days consistent, probably Tuesday and Saturday/Sunday, depending on what works better for me, because it's good for my work-wise. I get those, at the very least, I finish at 6 on all of 3 of those days, so I can sometimes maybe stream an extra day. But it also gives me time to go to the gym, hang out with friends. I don't have to, 2 days means I get time to do things that were fucking with my mental health or not doing, while still keeping it consistent with you guys. I definitely want to play more games. I want to stop myself from stopping. I'm going to be playing Rainbow, as you can see from the background footage, and maybe some other games. I'm not sure what I've cobbled together, because I'm just talking to you guys on Audacity right now. But I want to play more games and just have fun. For those that do care and that have seen it, there was a Discord early bird roll for my Discord channel that's on the Twitch channel's bio. That will be paused. So if you're thinking of joining now, don't. Or do, and just I can check it later. But basically, no one will be getting the early bird reward until I'm back to streaming in January, and instead of it being 6 months, it's going to be the whole year. So anyone that joins in 2026 in the Discord will get an early bird role that will be permanent, and it will be exclusive to those people for being there at the start, at the beginning of it all. I really hope you guys can appreciate why I haven't streamed. And I really hope you can join me in the journey in 2026 of really pushing for this. I just can't wait for all of you to be part of my life again, and for us to have some goddamn fun. So thank you, and I'll see you in 2026.